started today off in a really good mood, excited to do this hike, and then I had some calls that just completely drained my entire energy. Yeah, I think that it is okay to realize that there are just certain people who are unhappy in their lives or with themselves. And unfortunately, as much as we love those people and want to have close relationships with them, it is really difficult when every conversation makes you feel awful about yourself because you're just picking up on all that negative energy that they're spreading. I really need to refine the motivation to go on this hike because I think it'll be good and I think it'll make me feel good. But yeah, I'm just feeling very down. I'm also really frustrated because I've been having really bad perioral dermatitis, like literally since I got here, and I was using moisturizer with manuka oil in it to start getting rid of it, and it was working for like a week, and now I feel like it's not working anymore, so I'll probably have to get antibiotics. Oh my gosh, you can see my little guy back there. That's my little koala that I've had in my room since I was a kid, and I decided to bring him so he could hang around in the car. It makes me happy. But yeah, it's time to go on this hike. Hopefully I'll have some cool stuff to show you guys, talk to you guys about. Maybe I'll be carrying a lot of weight, but hopefully I'll shed a lot of the emotional weight that I'm carrying because it's just like too much. Okay, it's time. I woke up at 6 a.m. to start this hike. It is almost like 12 o'clock now because the day just got away from me. I slept in, I made breakfast, I had phone calls, the whole thing. I guess the point I'm trying to make is that you should just do it, even if you start late, even if you are in a bad mood. So let's put on this backpack and see how heavy it is. A lot of the straps on my backpack got broken when it got left at the airport, and I had to tie this one because it doesn't have the little thing on it anymore on this side, but we still want it to be tight on this side because we don't want the weight to be uneven. So this is really gonna be a MacGyvered kind of situation. Usually I backpack with about 1 to 2 other people, which is really nice because then they can carry, like one person can carry the tent, one person can carry the cooking stuff. Like you can kind of split up your stuff a little bit, so it makes it a lot easier. This is the first time since last summer that I'm backpacking by myself, and probably the longest trip I've done by myself in a while, but I also made it long because I made it like really easy. I'm only doing a couple miles a day. I'm not doing anything crazy. I should slowly get back into it. Yeah, I don't know. The clouds look really cool. And I'm hoping that blue sky comes our way so we can take off the jacket, take off some of the layers, sit around and enjoy ourselves. Oh, hello. We have a little friend. Curious. Very curious. Oh, hi. How are you? You're so beautiful. All right, just a reminder to everyone, the first mile is always the hardest. So if you're feeling down on yourself, don't. It gets easier. It's just getting into it sometimes is harder than actually doing it. And I find that with most things. Starting in the beginning is always the hardest. So I think I've been having too much fun and I missed the turn for the campsite, or I just read the sign wrong. But I thought it said 3 minutes that way, but I've been definitely walking for more than 3 minutes. So we're gonna go back to the last sign we saw and figure it out. But honestly, my mood has improved a lot. So I knew I forgot something. I just didn't know what. It's usually my underwear, which is fine. That's honestly, as much as it like would suck, it is preferable because I actually forgot a pen and I came out here to journal. So yep. I don't know. Maybe we'll find something to write with. Or I will just write notes on my phone, like the modern woman. Not really what I had planned, but that's okay. That's life, baby. Back on the trail, day 2. Spirits are high, backpack's heavy. Yeah, it's really fucking nice. Last night the campsite was really nice. There was a cute little family that camped there with me as well, also from the US. And so far today, I've had the trail pretty much to myself, and we're making good time. All's good. Try a sip of water. My water bottle is not in my bag. I did take a sip about 20 minutes ago that way. I thought I put it back in the pocket. Maybe I didn't. Hopefully it's just sitting there somewhere or along the trail. If not, kind of screwed. But so, as you guys know, I forgot a pen, but I did just find this like chunk of charred wood, charcoal, and we're gonna try and make a writing utensil out of it so we can do some much needed journaling and maybe some drawing. I've been like just totally alone here for hours and like I can't get over it. Like this is so awesome and there's just no one here. I don't know. It's really cool. I really like New Zealand. Day 3. Last night was awesome. It's beautiful. Stars, the moon, everything. Waking up this morning was warmer than I thought it would be, which is also great. Anxiety is on 10 today. Woo. Mostly because I'm dumb as rocks and I did not plan out my food right. I also planned this out for like way too long. The trail's a little easy for 5 days, and also we're supposed to potentially get some bad weather today, although so far it's seeming like maybe we're gonna get lucky. But yeah, feeling a little anxious because I just didn't plan things out right, and you know what? That's okay. just have to give in to the experience, and I'm not gonna die, you know, without like one day of food. I'm also not walking very far every day, so really I'll be fine, but you know, this feels shitty. Yeah, so let's do day 3 and see how this goes, and hopefully everything works out. So the crossing that we're doing today can only happen at low tide, so you have to plan it out so that way you can cross. Otherwise you have to go all the way around. But like, look how cool. Yeah, this is so sick. Well, we're a little early. It's still pretty wet, although it's not that deep. There's other people crossing right now as well, so we'll see what they're gonna do. Yeah. Come this way, everybody. Alright, I don't think I filmed it all yesterday. I made a friend, we backpacked together, did a little campfire, really nice. Hung out at the beach today for a little bit, and I honestly thought I was gonna stop at Onotahudi, but then a weka stole the rest of my food while we were swimming. So now I am racing to the cafe in Awaroa before it closes, and hopefully I make it there on time, and worst comes to worst, if I don't, hopefully I can still get some service or some water, water that's not hot. Don't get me wrong, I have water, but you have to boil your water to make it drinkable, and so I've been drinking really nice hot boiling water. So we'll see. Hopefully this works out nicely. All right, so we just crossed this whole estuary here, except we crossed it barefoot in the dark. You can only cross at low tide, so my options were 5 a.m. or 5 p.m., but I have a boat today that I want to catch out of Totar Nui at 1:45, so 5 a.m. it was. Now the sun's coming up and it looks lovely and you can see where you're going, but I honestly had no idea where I was going. There's a lot of pluff mud, so like every third step you would just like sink like a couple feet. A lot of shells, water up to my knees, even at low tide. Obviously not at every point, but there's just certain points where it's still pretty deep. And then I could not find this little orange sign. This is the only thing marking the trail. And I have great headlamps, great flashlights. It still was just like, because you start all the way like down further that way. So when you come straight across, you're thinking like, oh, okay, I'll just pick up the trail straight across. No, you gotta walk further north. But we have 2 hours to Totaranui. When we're there, maybe we'll reset up our tent and go back to sleep. I'm a little wet and a little chilly, but as long as we keep moving, I think we'll be fine. Just don't wanna have fun.